All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Haikyuu, Season 3, Episode 6. Oh, guys,
We're in the fourth set.
I'm so nervous right now because we're in the fourth set. Karasuno needs this set in order to stay in the game.
Yep.
If they lose here, it's over.
But things are looking pretty good.
The team is really coming together.
Yeah.
They're really coming together. What's happening on Karasuno's defense right now is just fantastic.
Yeah.
And
Offense too.
Like,
Yeah.
Hinata really pulling his weight and making himself a very terrifying threat and decoy. So, just, oh, guys, it's so good. It's
really
so
funny
good.
to hear you say Hinata pulling his weight because
I know,
he's so small.
I know.
So it's like,
But that's the thing. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He's now here performing. With the main
And not
six.
the concrete.
Yes, Hinata from the concrete, shutting down Shiro Torizawa. It's so exciting, guys, because regardless of who wins, the story's gonna work. Like we've already projected out the scenarios in our head, and they both work so well, and yet. I can't help but get invested in my team, my boys, and also Boikawa and Iwaizumi are watching.
Yes, they are.
And I can't wait to see more commentary from them.
That's going to be so good.
That's going to be amazing. But yeah,
let's say
we have 5 episodes left.
That's true.
Like a 1.5 set game. We have so many episodes left. For so few sets
and
left.
like they could have a solid episode after the game,
Yes,
or
but
an
like
episode and a half.
But I'm hoping for a really long set. Hopefully this one.
Yeah.
But
This
the
one or
fifth
the
one,
next
the
one.
fifth one would be
one,
cliche
for
in
sure.
all the right ways, though.
Oh, yeah.
But I can't wait. So guys, we're ready. We're hyped. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys, we're gonna start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Ooh, very soft music.
I like it.
Oh! Oh!
Oh.
Oh! We're having me. Oh,
Passion speeches already.
yes. Cool. Wow. Our senpais. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh. They're such little cute
The
goobers.
Karasuno.
Wow. Yeah.
The Karasuno, but they were coming in post-glory
Showing
years.
their beginning as we're about to see their end.
Well.
I mean,
don't say that. Don't say that.
Like. Oh.
That shot though, like the transition and everything, with the wings like behind Ishijima.
Oh.
I wonder.
Yeah.
That's just
The eyes have it.
I kind of want to go back and rewatch season 1.
Right?
It's just, I mean, because of course, but I want to see what the animation was like back then again, because like they did a lot more like still frames with like the blurred line kind of art stuff that they don't really have to do here, because they can just have gorgeous fluid motion for all of it.
Gorgeous, yes. I'm getting shivers, man. Like, I feel like we still haven't seen like what they really have in store for us, you know? Oh, I love that. Like, every time. Yeah, this is probably my new favorite opening now. The chemical change of encounters. Ooh. Okay. More backstory stuff. Wow, so they're not a
No.
They're not a championship team. Oh. Yeah.
Ouch.
Oof. But I thought they had experience with Ukai.
I think that might have been Ukai Jr.'s buddies.
You sure? Maybe it's the story of how they basically brought Ukai back, maybe? For at least like a year or something. But no, maybe not.
Yeah, good Dadchi.
All right.
That must like seem so weird for the other people, because it's like, here's these bunch of first years, you know. Yes. And he's like 15 at the time, you know.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, Kyoko. Wow.
So they recruited her to be the manager, or oh.
Ah!
And they got destroyed. Oh, yeah.
Yep. Oh,
that guy again.
Yep. Oof. Dang.
Yes.
Yeah.
The three crows taking flight together.
Yep. Awesome. And here we are.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right, here we are.
This is
near the end of the fourth set. Jump, jump, jump. Wow.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, Asahi.
Yeah.
Nishinoya. Oh. That's that season 2 combo.
Okay.
Here we go. Here we go. Ah. It kill us with all these like quick, just instant points. We're like, we just fought hard for that previous one.
Yeah. That's really good directing if you think about it. Like,
whoo! What a shot! Yep. Send it back. Yep. Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa!
All right.
Whoa!
Yes.
Whoa! Yes, they are! Oh.
All right, Suki's on the field. I mean, the court, but you know.
He's like, what did you just say? Oh. It's not like we're competing or anything, Baka. Ooh. That's awesome.
Okay.
All right, Yamaguchi.
Here we go.
Here we go. Oh, I want this to work so well. Here we go.
So awesome.
Here we go. Oh. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. One touch.
All right.
All right. Oh, crap,
Okay.
crap. Whoa. Dang. Whoa.
Yeah.
Timing.
Yeah.
Timing. Oh, that was just so
Even
cool.
Kyoko was just like,
Yeah. Oh, but Sakishima's just chill about it. Oh, Shiro Torizawa calling a timeout. Dynamic. Oh, but it's thin, so... Okay.
all right. You got this, Yamaguchi.
Yeah, Yamaguchi. Come on. Oh. Oh, they got us set, though. Oh, wow. Dang. Wow. Yep, stamina match. Good. They still only need 2. Okay. All right, let's get another one. Here we go. Whoa!
Oh no.
Whoa! What? Oh! What? What?
No way!
What?
No way!
What? What is that?
You've got to be kidding me!
How? 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 That had to be such a soft set, though. Yeah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Oh, you can do this, Kageyama.
Yeah.
Oh. But that might be a good point, you know.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that Kageyama could be one of the first people to...
Whoa, jeez! This is terrifying! Okay.
But they're still at set point, right?
Oh, they do have a deep team, that's true. Yeah. Oh, they need to stop this right here. Uh-huh.
Oh.
Okay. One touch. Okay. Time it. Oh!
Oh! No! No. Crap.
Whoa.
Crap. Oh boy.
Oh my gosh. Now we have to go back to the 2-point difference.
Yeah. He's tired. Yeah.
Ah! Yes. All right.
Oh, that's so great.
So cute.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, dang.
Wow. That's just okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy, here we go.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
All right.
Whoo. All right. My heart. Oh. Whoa.
The way he's just like holding it with one hand like that. Oh boy.
Whoa.
Oh, but they... Oh.
Holy crap.
Oh, crap.
Tendo, oh my gosh.
And why do I get the feeling that might have been intentional?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's actually his exhaustion. I don't think that was intentional. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You got this, Nishinoya. You got this. You got this. Oh!
Yeah!
Well done.
Yeah! Oh. Oh no. Whoa!
Yeah!
Well done!
Yeah!
Well done! Oh! 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 Wow. He's tired. He's tired.
Hey.
Whoa!
Yeah. And then Tanaka comes in.
I can feel my lifespan shortening. This guy gets me. Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's talking about set 5. Oh. Oh, the feeling.
Yes!
Yeah! He's never cheered that enthusiastically. And now they're just gonna be like,
they know.
get it.
They know.
Ukai remembers him too.
How much you want to bet he was a player like way back in the day?
Yeah. Yes! Ose karas to know. Tired Yamakun. I never suck. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Because they can't switch out Sugawara for them now, yeah. Okay, nice. All right, Suga. Yeah. Oh! Wow! Suga, that call! Already he's on the court and he's just making it happen! Yeah. Oh, Nintendo senses it. Oh. Okay.
Oh boy. You got this, Kageyama.
Whoa!
All right.
Oh, here he goes!
Like they have like the engines coming in.
See it. Right.
Is Hinata gonna do a feint? Like is he just gonna sort of dip it in?
Yeah! Yes! What kind of monster is Hinata? It's amazing.
Yes! Okay.
Well, alright, done. That's the set. Here we go. Set 5. Let's do this. Oh! Or something. Oh. Yes. Whoa. Dang.
The people in Shiratorizawa's stance are starting to get worried.
Yes. Let's do this, Daichi.
Yep. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Come on, smile. No, come on. You're supposed to smile, buddy.
Kageyama's being pushed to the limit.
Yeah, I really do think we're going to end up with a, like, Suga takes the next set, like, after maybe, like, 5 or 6 points in or something. Now, the question is, if they ever remove Kageyama...
Could they have him sub back in for
Can they
Suga?
have him sub back in? I think so, right?
I would think so. The question is they'd be able to have him come back in, but the question is, would he be able to sub back in for Suga? Because otherwise he might not be in the setter position, I believe, and then he wouldn't, like... Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. He could still do it.
Well, we've seen basically the common rotation of the pinch server going in, and then them going back out for the same person, right? It's basically what it's basically what the libero does, you know. But the question is, then they wouldn't be able to take him back out again. They wouldn't be able to do it twice.
Yeah.
So I almost think that once Suga goes in, he's never coming out again. It's that Kageyama will come back in maybe when, like, Nishinoya needs to step off the field or something, the court or something.
Yeah, because there's not really anyone that they could replace Kageyama with other than Suga.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, definitely not. Ooh. Wow.
That episode was stressful.
That was a very stressful episode. The guy who stands being like, I can feel my lifespan shortening. I'm like, yeah, like, that's exactly what it is.
But then we got Sundari McGrumpy Pants cheering for Karasuno.
I'm counting on you,
Karasuno! Yeah. And Ukai's like, that guy's still here?
Yeah.
Like,
old Ukai, yeah, he's like, that guy still comes to our matches? Wait, all right, sweet.
Like, how much you want to bet that guy, like, 20
was
years...
a player.
Yeah, earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Was a player.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and probably the case, yeah.
Well, and I'll bet...
He doesn't have to be, but he
doesn't
totally
have to
could be.
But I could totally see him being a player, and a player that probably wasn't even necessarily that good.
Yep.
You know, and it's that this is him basically being able to sort of live vicariously
through the team, yeah.
Through the team. Mm-hmm. You know, because he probably always wanted to be good, but he wasn't.
If Haikyuu gets to the place where we end up getting backstory on that guy, though, I will be very surprised.
Yeah, because
we have
there
so
are
many other characters in
that
Haikyuu.
could use it more. Yeah.
But still, this episode was insanely stressful, and I think I just want to reiterate what I said in the beginning. It's because either team could win, and the story would work.
And they've even been setting it up for Karasuno to lose because they've been giving the sudden backstory, you know, and character development for the characters that could have their horrible, tragic, out-of-high-school death, you know.
Exactly.
So,
they're basically saying, okay, this is the episode where everything goes wrong because, you know, things are, showcasing the backstory of the senpais of the third years.
Yeah, and Kageyama's getting tired.
Who will, you know, if they lose, exit the story. And even if they win, they will exit the story at some point. But it's the idea that that's coming and that's inevitable. And and then them going so far into this set with Shiratorizawa just right there on their tail.
Well, and here's the thing. Their Abuja loss in season 1.
Yeah.
That hit hard.
Right?
Yeah. This would hit much harder because, one, the third years actually would be leaving. And granted, we thought that when we first saw the Abuja match, but point is, but also the fact that they've been spending so much time on this match. They are right now doing the impossible, right?
Right.
They like the fact that they beat Abuja was amazing, right?
Yeah.
So the fact that they're playing up against Shiratorizawa and they have a chance at beating them, they are in the 5th and final set. Victories within reach. They could be going to nationals, right? They could be going the distance. That if they were to lose right now, the amount of just crushing despair that I'm sure all of them would feel, and we would feel, would just be just too much.
Yeah, and it would be something that the story would make happen very naturally with regards to the reaction of how everyone would deal with everything, and I think it would be heartbreaking of a loss, but I think it would be one where instead of everyone being, I would say, a little bit more quietly suffering, through it, it would be a thing of where, you know, like the second years would then, you know, just hug the third years because they'd be like, we've played with you before, and now we're going to be the third years, and we're not ready to be third years, you know. We don't want to, we don't want to say goodbye to Daichi, you know, Dadchi and Sugamom and
Asahi. And like just the fact that
Uncle
Nishinoya,
Asahi.
Okay, Nishinoya, when he came in,
yeah,
his prerogative for playing, even though he was at that point probably the best person on Karasuno's team, his prerogative for playing was that Asahi play.
Yeah.
So the idea of like going into a year after this where they're not there anymore, like
and guaranteed, no matter what happens in this game, Asahi won't be there next year.
Right. Exactly.
That's going to happen.
That's just going to happen. But the question is, will it be, you know, will it be on a note of victory, you know, or will it be on a thing of we were so close?
Yep.
You know, and the worst part is that the feeling of we were so close, that's not necessarily a bad feeling. That can be a very good feeling, because then it's like, all right, we just need to, we're almost there. We just need to try a little bit harder. Yep. But the fact that they'd be losing 3 of their best players,
well, they're their third years, so generally the third years are the best players.
But the idea that they'd basically need, you know, that would feel like such a horrible setback, because they got lucky with their first years.
They really did.
Like they got insanely lucky. So that would just oh man.
So if Karasuno wins,
if
Karasuno wins,
then they're going to nationals, baby.
We're going to be seeing, I think, a real respect for the whole experience coming from Tsukishima, where he's going to be realizing this isn't just a club.
Right.
Now, the thing is that regardless of which way they do that, I want some of that realization from Tsukishima to happen before the game's over.
Right. And it kind of already has.
It kind of already has, but I want it to continue. And I want it to continue in a way to where he gives, like, all 100% of himself in every single point from, like, a certain time, like, until, like, the game ends. And with a 5th set coming in, and we have episodes 7, 8, 9, and 10 still to go. I think this 5th set is going to be insanely long. Now, they said this was a stamina match, right? What if it's like, oh, you think this is a stamina match right now? No, the stamina match is just about to begin. And the character that I see coming into the spotlight more and more in a stamina match is Tsukishima. Because he doesn't
waste energy.
He doesn't waste energy, but he doesn't give, I would say, the vibe of someone that would have a lot of energy. Now, here's the thing. There's this mental block that happens a lot in sports where it's not your second wind necessarily, because you kind of breeze through your second wind, I think, for the most part. You kind of feel a little bit fatigued, and then you start tapping into adrenaline, and it's awesome. But there's something, I think, that happens after the second wind where you start to realize that you don't feel anything. Like, your body just moves on its own accord. You start going into instinct stuff.
Right, you're not playing on, like, reserves of energy. You're just playing on willpower.
You're playing on willpower alone.
You're still going.
And there's something that happens when you beat the mental block that connects your willpower to your energy levels. When you do that, there's this weird feeling where you basically attain, like, demigodhood. I feel like it's something that I don't know if it's scientifically even real, but I would love to see that on a couple specific characters in this show. Main ones being Hinata and Tsukishima. I think that Tsukishima, it makes sense for him to actually just have energy in reserves because, you know, he doesn't give as much of himself into this. But with Hinata, I would love to see this happening even more so because his energy levels just seem to be endless. And if we have a point where he's past the reserves of his second wind and he's just like, I gotta keep playing. I gotta keep playing. I want to stay on the court as long as possible. And we're in like 0.35, you know? And he's just like,
just something ridiculous.
Let's keep going. I want to see Tsukishima encourage Hinata in that moment. And that's going to be what breaks the mental block.
And of course, he'd probably be doing it in a semi-taunting kind of way. Just what's all this big talk?
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
and because now you're giving up now. Oh
Yeah. Because do you see this part in the beginning when Yamaguchi is like, "Come on, don't let Hinata beat you" or something, and he's just like, "What did you just say?"
Yeah, like that almost looked like not a Tanaka face, but the fact
like
that,
a Kageyama face, you know, like a condescending, like.
But like just the fact that Tanaka was what came to mind,
right,
in reference to Tsukishima.
Yes,
like think about that.
That's a little bit like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
Like.
And then he gives it's not like we're competing or anything. Baka.
Yeah.
So you know what that means is that in some ways this explains why Tsukishima hasn't given so much effort.
He hasn't been competing.
No. He has been competing all this time. And he feels disheartened when he sees this little runt who has no real reason to be this good, giving all their energy and constantly improving and getting so freaking good that he's like, that ruins a lot of my would-be passion for the game because I can't outdo this guy. And he's just another random first year like me that came in and now he's still basically he's the darling of the team, you know?
Right.
And then let's not even talk about Kageyama and his freaking skills.
Right.
So what I think is going to happen is he's going to get over himself. The last vestiges of himself. I think it's mostly gone. But when that happens, like, we're going to get, like, some serious, like, bro stuff, I think, between the first years, but specifically Tsukishima and Hinata.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Oh, I get it.
Because one of the things about Tsukishima is that he's a very logical person, right? He's analytical and all that stuff, and he uses reasoning and all that, all that goodness, and it's helped him a lot.
Oh, definitely,
right?
Yes.
But what has been started, you know, with the whole barbaric yop, and was showcased again here, is that he's going into a mode where logic does not dictate his actions anymore. Not like I mean, of course it plays a part, you know.
Sure.
But he's tapping into that fuel that is emotion.
Yes.
And it doesn't it's something where he'll probably start acting even more differently than he already has because he's not used to this, for one. So he'll probably just sort of let it run wild as it keeps getting stoked and egged on by people like Hinata and Yamaguchi and all them. And that's going to be awesome to see.
It would be so good.
Awesome.
Can't wait. We are in the 5th set. The 3rd year's got some backstory. I think that is a foreshadowing bit primarily for potentially Karasuno losing.
But I think
so I just want to say that I'm now more skewed towards Karasuno losing, just slightly.
I am still skewed towards Karasuno winning.
Okay.
Here's why. One of you mentioned this in the episode, and this made me think about it. They'll show Karasuno working to get a single point, right?
Yeah,
and then they'll just quickly show Shiratorizawa getting another point, right?
Like, and it's nothing.
Like it's nothing. And it's I almost want to say bait and switch, but it's this great way to basically keep building up the other team, right?
Right.
Because in a show like this, right, they had Karasuno lose once already, so they don't need to have them lose again. They can, but they've already basically established that that's a possibility, right?
Yeah.
So now what they're doing is they're basically reinforcing it, even though the whole setup for this very much seems like this could be the time that they go the distance, right?
Yeah.
So I almost feel like this is basically Haikyuu being very strategic about how they want Karasuno to win.
Right.
Because the biggest thing that is losing would, of course, have insane emotional payoff, right? Winning...
You call it payoff.
Yeah.
Emotional, like,
payload,
punch,
you know?
like...
however you want to call it, right? But them winning should have high emotional payoff. But it would not necessarily, right? Because if they make it so that the win does not feel properly earned, it doesn't feel properly, like, to the last breath, you know, we gave everything we had and we just barely, you know, seized victory from the jaws of defeat.
Hey, I mean, that's better than any other team against Shiratorizawa the last 3 years.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Just saying.
Right, so they could still have it be that kind of pseudo victory even if they lose. But if they do actually win, because they've built up Shiratorizawa so much, they need to make sure that it feels earned and worth it and all of that, and that it wasn't just because Karasuno is the main character team of this story.
Yeah, right? I think there's a couple things that go into the factor of why I think it's probably about 52-48 or 55-45 for Karasuno to lose, is that if Karasuno wins, what it kind of does is basically say they're going to lose hard in the beginning of nationals. Or what it is that they're going to get lulled maybe into a little bit of a hype high where they're going to be basically just and they'll win like a couple games in whatever the nationals tournament looks like, but then they'll basically have another rude upset where a team just comes out of nowhere, because that's what nationals should feel like, just god level teams that just
all over the place
are just good. Some of them might not be as good as Karasuno, for sure,
or Shiratorizawa, totally possible,
but there should be some that would just smack Karasuno upside the head, and it'd be like, well, that was a rude awakening.
And especially after the first round or two of matches, it should be very clear who those teams are, and that you can't avoid them.
Right. So that's why I think specifically, if they're going to go with the build-up of emotional payoff, you're on the right track in that the emotional, I wouldn't call it payoff, or even when I said the dick punch, it would be actually the emotional build up for the next time Karasuno performs. And that doesn't necessarily mean a game. What I mean for that is that when Karasuno performs, I think of it very much like I recently watched the first stage play with the people on Discord and stuff, the VIPs. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was great.
When the team all comes together and they're there and they're doing stuff all together, it builds up, if they lose specifically, it builds up that moment where they all come together and they're done mourning, grieving. It's kind of like season one's ending, where you realize that hurts them so much, but then when you see them come together in the beginning of season 2, you see something new in Karasuno. And that was when they introduced Yachi as a character. Now, in this case, regardless of whether or not they win, new first years are coming
after
afterwards.
nationals.
Right. I think one of the coolest things that could happen in a way to build the most emotionally impactful moment. Winning kind of basically fills you with a little bit of a drop of dread in the middle of the excitement and the hype. The hype high will hit so strong, but it won't be that complex of a feeling. When you get the feeling of what they did in season 1's finale, if Karasuno loses here and then has to say not only goodbye, but hello to all the first years, there's this moment where all these first and second years that experienced this grand build up to this here are then getting the opportunity to go, let's keep it going. And the other first years are like, what did we just step into?
Right.
And that's another way they can foreshadow that whole thing there with the giving the third year's backstory here, because they were the first years coming in, and instead of the team Karasuno being no, they'd be coming in and being like, are you ready?
And I hope so.
And then they'd be like, yeah, we've been watching. We're so excited to join your team.
They're going to have some, regardless of what happens, they're going to have some hyped up first years coming in next year. I
love that. So in some ways you get that either way, they win or lose.
Absolutely.
But I think the emotional resonance would be so much stronger if they lose. And yet I would be brokenhearted to see Suga, specifically Suga, be someone that had maybe only a few points actually.
Right, because he spends so much time on the bench.
And then have to have to go.
Yeah.
And I know that Asahi and Daichi are fantastic characters, and I'm going to miss them as well. And Daichi, I think, specifically has that that part in him where you notice whenever the team seems to be wavering in their resolve and stuff, he yells out something to get them all like fired up again. And even Asahi with his, quiet-hearted, kind giant, tender-hearted thing. I'm going to miss him too. Regardless of what ends up happening. But Suga's the one I feel like he deserves a win. Like, he deserves more time to play. Because he's sacrificing a lot, just like they are. But the thing is that he's not a starter.
Well, and that could be also a great way to tie it into Kageyama's development if they did win, is have Suga... have Suga basically have replaced Kageyama, and Kageyama, he's done. He's exhausted, so he isn't able to be on the court for the final set win. For the actual win of the game.
I didn't even think about this. Jacob.
What?
Jacob, what's the worst thing that can happen in a sports kind of setting like
injury?
This? Yes. What generally is the prerogative for people to get injured is when they start to get tired.
Sure. Okay. So Kageyama goes to like set something, and he like twists his ankle or something like that, and then that would certainly make it even crazier. Like night is darkest just before the dawn, kind of a thing. I
really hope that doesn't happen.
If it does,
I feel like it's a better character moment if they choose to put Sugawara in, not they're forced to put Sugawara in.
Right.
But still, that could
I think it should be something where they choose to put Sugawara in. And if Kageyama does get injured, I would say that at that point they have to win. Because it would take away from them losing, because it would feel like, because then they could just say, we just lost because Kageyama was injured, right? We weren't able to play at our absolute, fullest possible extent. It wouldn't be as disheartening then, right?
Well, that's what Kageyama maybe would think.
Oh, right. And that's why I think having him be off the court and they win, that will be a great sort of coming full circle aspect to his character, because even though he wasn't there.
Yeah, he is not the key to Karasuno's victory. It's the entire team.
And did he absolutely carry them to this point? Yes.
In a lot of ways, yes.
Yeah, not all on his shoulders, of course, because it's a team effort, but would they have been able to get this far without him? No, because, you need everybody.
Yeah.
But what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, but one of the other things, with Nationals, they don't have to go straight to Nationals if they win.
That's true.
They could have time in between, because I'm sure that's something that's big and needs to be set up a lot and all that stuff.
Well, we theorized this previously, was that regardless of whether they win or lose, whatever games come later, that's the incentive to buy the manga,
Sure.
We can kind of metagame that out, that essentially
fourth season of Haikyuu could be coming sometime.
I mean, eventually, sure, but basically that's like probably what happened, is that this game ends on such a climactic note, win or lose,
right?
That whatever comes next, be it the team with new first years or Nationals,
right?
Go buy the manga if you want to see that awesome stuff. People are like,
if you want to get meta about this, if that is sort of how this ends, the best way to motivate that to happen would be with a positive note on the ending rather than a negative note. Because if you tell them, go read the manga because Karasuno just lost and players are gone and all that stuff, people could just be like, well, screw this.
Yeah. I think the story of Haikyuu is big enough that we're still in the beginning.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So it's not that...
I'm not saying they couldn't do that. I'm saying that if they were going for like optimal stuff, because at this level it's that 5-10% difference, it makes a big deal.
That's actually a good point. I would love to find out the state of the mangaka, to know like kind of if this is his
creator,
the actual creator. Like, does he or she have the desire to take this to be like Hinata's entire high school career?
I don't know if I could take that much.
I would love that. I would love that. Can you imagine the character development? Can you imagine the character arcs? Can you imagine all the new characters brought in?
And then there's a sequel series that's him at university.
I mean, him and Kageyama want to be the best volleyball players in the world. I mean, if anything, Kageyama's the one that wants to be the best volleyball player in the world, and Hinata's like, if you want to be, then I'm gonna be too.
Well, okay.
What?
Okay, I just thought of something. Okay, the little giant.
Yeah.
is this very mysterious figure.
Okay.
Right. Played a long time ago.
Right.
But if they win,
right,
I could see the Little Giant
showing up
to the Nationals games.
Oh.
And how amazing would that be? To have the Little Giant basically...
I would cry.
Be like, you know, to come up to Hinata, and Hinata's just like, oh my god, it's you. You're my hero. And he's like, way to go.
Yeah.
You know,
like, you don't need to say anymore. I got it. I feel some... Yeah, that would be... that would be good.
Yeah.
Other than that, guys... This episode was really stressful, really intense, really good. I am glad that they have gone from the cliche of the every other set thing,
kind of a thing. Yeah.
And now in the final set, it's probably going to go the distance.
Why change something that works? Yeah.
Right. And I really loved every player coming in to, I would say, give their all.
Yep.
Yamaguchi doing a really good job. He's playing against a really good team, and he needs a little bit more experience before he can be a true god of serving.
And it could also just be that this trick doesn't work on them because they have people on their team that can use it. So
it did work though, because remember that one time where he set it up to where Ushiwaka had to set the spike for their their first year. And then the first year ends up getting one-touched intentionally.
Right.
Or, I don't know if they can
they were able to get a point off.
And then they were able to get a point due to Hinata coming in.
And then, of course, there's Tsukishima's awesome,
but Tsukishima!
Then, that was so great.
That
was awesome.
That didn't seem physically possible.
I mean, tall people have long arms. I believe it.
But you know what that means? Kageyama breathed on that volleyball. He set it just above his reach, but he didn't send it far.
Which
in
goes
a
to
hard
show
way.
how tired Kageyama is. He's not doing his he only does the bullet stuff with Hinata. But
he set it softly so that Tsukishima actually could make that kind of a play, but he also set it just off. To where there's so much control that Kageyama has ridiculous. To be utilizing that it's insane.
I'm really glad they're having Kageyama be the one to start getting exhausted because he's too OP.
Well, it's also Ishijima on Shiro Torizawa's side.
Yeah,
and I think that you were saying. Remember, you were saying that net serve might have been intentional. I want to pause it again for those that maybe didn't catch that. I think that actually is the sign that Ushijima or Ushiwaka is also getting a little bit tired.
It totally could be. Sounds weird to say, but the main reason that I think it might have been intentional, even though he probably is getting
because
very
of
tired,
that in
is because of the
in-between
commercial break transition where it's he hits it off the net and it still hits the water bottle because that could just be a joke of because he's that good. It just even on a mess up.
I was thinking about that too, though.
But could it also just be that he got so good at regular serves that he's like, I'm going to try ridiculous stuff. Let's see if I can hit it off the net just to make it so that it goes way over whoever's blocking. Just completely
that's not a strong serve. So I would say the only time that's actually good is when it hits it just enough to roll over and down on the opponent's side by just over. Because that's impossible to really hit back because you have to hit it backwards towards the setter, but you have to hit it up and then not have it be hit again by the spikers, the defenders on the other side. So it's just,
and that one went almost
really
straight
difficult.
up, because you could totally see something like that happening where it still ends up making it to the back end, but it's And then of course Nishinoya's awesome
Nishinoya save to the guardian deity of Karasuno. Rolling thunder, and in this opening, how they have the lightning strike on the net and stuff, in combination, just thinking about Nishinoya's moments in this game where he has saved Karasuno and stopped the tide. Of basically this roaming pack of eagles or hawks, carrion birds just coming in going to feast on your entrails, you dead crows. And it's no,
not yet.
Rolling thunder. Okay, guys, Haikyuu's
great.
I love the energy that this show gives me. I love the excitement that comes from it. I love how much every single player is like just putting their all into this and so passionate. It's a perfect sport, I would say, to also showcase how valuable every single member of the team is.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's very rare that a sport can showcase that, I would say, perfectly.
And I think especially in a show.
Especially in a show.
Because a lot of times, it'll just over dramatize things, so it's like, yes, it's all this person that is just carrying the team, and the rest of the team doesn't even matter.
But even thinking about different sports like baseball, a lot of it just ends up being the pitcher. If you think about a sport like basketball, a lot of it just ends up getting put into the ego of a specific player that can just shoot all of the, just make a ton of points.
I don't know anything about basketball, so I don't know if that...
Soccer, sometimes, it just boils down to, the goalie. I mean, I'd say soccer is a better example of it being spread out a little bit more, but soccer, you could just end up seeing, 1 point the entire game. And
I would say
it's harder to tell
biggest...
how much of it is actually the team and just the right circumstances being set up just perfectly.
Sure.
And volleyball is about constant connections between every single player.
Yep.
Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, over and over and over and over and over and over again. It's just fantastic. So guys, if you want to see the next episode's reaction right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. Any level of support gets you access to our Discord, where you can chat with us about stories, non-spoilery Haikyuu stuff.
Right.
Stuff like that. We're also doing a Discord faction events pretty soon, so if you want to see what those are all about, check it out. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.